everyone. Happy Sunday brunch. The last Sunday of Advent and my camera's acting up already. Okay. So I ran to the Mexican market in the next town and I picked up some tomatillos. I'm sure I'm butchering the name, tomatillos. I actually asked the checkout girl if I was pronouncing it right, and she laughed and giggled. She said, close enough. So, tomatillos are little green tomatoes. So we're going to be making today a fabulous green Mary Christmas Bloody Mary. I didn't want to call it a Bloody Mary and be rude. Hi Vince, how are you? Wait till you see this one that I've got cooked up for you. So he's going to have a green Bloody Mary because he's down in the green, warm Florida. We have snow. It's actually snowing out right now, but I'm forging ahead and we're going to make this brunch up anyway. All right, so I have my blender and I tested it to see that it was working because yesterday we had a mishap with my hand mixer. Don't want to do that again. I'm sure I have the counters covered from here to here. I'm sure I've forgotten something, but bear with me. I have the vodka, so we're good to go. All right, so this is a little bit of a process because it's not just pouring a bottle of V8 spicy or regular or Clamato red tomato juice in. We're actually going to make the juice ourselves. If you have a juicer, I'm sure that would work. I'm just not using the juicer because it's just too time consuming for the video and whatnot. I think a blender is much easier. And the beauty of this is you can chill it for up to 2 days. We're gonna, you can make it with the vodka or without. So if you want to serve guests that are not imbibing or that are designated drivers, you can make the mix, put it in your fridge, covered, and then just give it a nice stir up the day before or 2 days later rather, before your company comes, and put it in a beautiful glass pitcher. If you're serving it to all imbibing guests, then by all means, after we mix up the juice, pour it in your pitcher and pour your vodka in, and then your vodka will infuse into the juice even better. So again, this is an easy, you can make it the minute of, or you can make it 2 days before, and it'll still be great. So let's get started. So tomatillos, you can find them. They come with this little, they're like a gift wrapped present. Look at that. They come with a little husk on them. Okay, it's not a hard husk. It's really easy to peel. So I had my 1 pound on this side of the plate that I've already husked, washed, peeled, and de-seeded. And seeded. It's not de-seeding, it's seeded. And I just wanted to show you what these gorgeous little things look like. They're so cute. All right, so you take 1 pound and you clean them out. I mean, I didn't do it perfectly because I got home from the market at 10 of 1. So that's a tomatillo sliced and cut. So let's take 1 pound of them and add them to, let me pull my blender closer, add them to our blender. And I left one out because I want to show you what they look like inside so you can see and say, oh, that's not what mine look like. Well, yes, this is what they look like. So inside they're very thick. See that? I took all of that out just very easily. There you go. All right, plop that in. I think it's easy to do it when they're quartered. Just don't put the wrong side in like me. And yes, I have a scrunchie in my head. I showered at about 12, but by the time I washed, prepped, and peeled, but it's brunch, it's Sunday. Some of you are still in your pajamas as I'm putting together this drink. All right, and now, oh, the one thing I wanted to, where is it? I don't know where it is. I don't want to go get it now. I can't find it, but the point is, if you don't want to use regular vodka, you can use spicy infused vodka, and I did that last week for this, but it's in the cabinet and I don't want to go off camera again. And I do have 2 people drinking this that aren't totally spicy fans, so the ones who are can just add more hot sauce. All right, here I go, going backwards again. Okay, so now we're going to take an English cucumber. So this is half of an English cucumber. I've already cut it and taken. I already seeded it. So this was the middle of it. So I'm gonna just cut that and throw it right in the blender. And I'll show you what I mean. You just cut your cucumber. See, all the peeling and chopping takes a lot of time. So I don't, all right, so you cut it in half and you have that row. What I do is I just go, at the end of the seeds, I just go down to the center, flip it, go to the other end of the seeds, and you kind of make a V until you're all cleaned out. There you go. So it's really easy. All right, let's get that in. That's enough. Now comes the fun part, the jalapeno. You can use a jalapeno or a Serrano. A Serrano is a little bit smaller. I had one, but as you could see, I left my Serrano out and it got all dried out. So when I was at the market, I bought a fresh jalapeno. The only warning you need is when you peel and you get the seeds out, you want to wash your hands immediately because you'll forget, I'll touch my face or touch something, and it really does pack a wallop. So everyone's got their PPE emergency kits around. Throw on some gloves while you're doing this and remove all the seeds. If you're really a fan of hot, keep the seeds in. But this recipe only calls for 1 jalapeno, so that's that. So we have our English cucumber, or tomatillos, 1 pound, 1 English cucumber, 1 jalapeno. Now this is completely optional, cilantro. They had it at the market, 2 bunches, 2, not 1, 2, for $1. So of course I picked some up. I love cilantro. Jane loves cilantro. My guests love cilantro. So I'm throwing just a handful. I'm not overdoing it. You don't want to overdo it with cilantro because some people don't love it. Love it in my guacamole. Drinks, I don't know so much. Maybe I'll even take a little out. I don't want to ruin my cocktail. I'm so excited for this. All right, now because we're not using a juicer, we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of just plain old water. Otherwise, we would sit there and puree and puree and puree. And I'm not going to do the vodka yet. I'm just going to wait. Now, what else do I need? Oh, I need lime juice. Of course we need lime juice. For a matter of quickness, I'm doing the Nellie and Ed's key lime juice. 1, 2, 3. So, I'm going to stop here. This is, oh, well, you know what? No, I won't stop there. I'm going to put in a pinch of cayenne. Just a pinch. Let's see, I don't have my cap on. So you've got to be really careful with cayenne, all right? Because that's a lot of greens, and I love the fact that this cocktail is good for you. Hi, Stephen. It's also tasty, and it's healthy. So that's a win-win in my book. Alcohol with greens and spice. That's a great Sunday brunch or Christmas Day or day after Christmas or week after Christmas or New Year's. We can go on and on. All right, so let's see. Let's make sure. Now, you can put a teaspoon of sugar in. I'm not going to put a teaspoon of sugar in. If I taste it and I think it's too bitter, I'll tell you guys, add a teaspoon of sugar in at this point. All right, so now, sorry, I have to do this. And we're just going to grind it and mix it up. So this is the base of your cocktail. So as I said, you can stop here and put it in a pitcher and put it in the fridge. 1 day, 2 days, 4 hours, but definitely let it chill for 1 hour. Okay, that looks fabulous. I am going to get a strainer. I'm just going to strain it, just because time-wise, I'm sure it's clumpy. I should have got my bigger strainer. So there's a lot of pulp in here, but I just want to mix one cocktail. I'm looking for my strainer. I don't know if it's my bigger one is clean, or else I'd run off camera again. So I'm just going to save this in a bowl, just so we can get on with our cocktail. I'm sure if we used a juicer, this would go much more swimmingly, but if something doesn't go a little bit wrong, we wouldn't be the mixed up ologist, would we? Would I? Okay, it's not wrong, I just grabbed the wrong strainer, but. All right, now I'm putting it in a bowl because right after I shut the camera off, I am going to. I'm going to grind it a little bit more and strain it. All right, so there's our juice. I'm gonna leave that on the side for a second. We're gonna talk about how to do your glasses. All right, you know I'm a glass nut for a rim. I go crazy for a rim. So here's your choices as I see them. If you have garlic seasoning, if you've got people who love flavor, dip it in a little lime or lemon. Put the garlic seasoning on. Oh, it's so spicy, you will love it. Now, the other choice is what I'm gonna do. Half chili pepper, half kosher salt. It's really, really nice and coarse. All right. Oh, I wanted to talk about one more thing. Sorry, I know I'm going on so long. This is true lime. I thought I believe it's one package equals one wedge of lime. So I thought it would be cute because it's also, then it would be salt, chili pepper, and citrus. And I thought, wow, we're covering all our bases there. Now, of course, if you don't have a packet of lime, it's fine. Just use a lime to rim it. And there you have it. Okay, so I'm going to put that down to the side for a second. So, chili powder, cayenne, kosher salt. I wouldn't use cayenne on the rim, sorry. Chili powder, lime crystals, real lime wedge, little lemon around, little kosher salt. Make up a mixture, and you've got a great rim. You want to be a little bit neater than me. But you know, I'm rushing. Okay, let me put this down. So let's pretend, oh, we have all of our chilled base for our Verde Mary. We are now going to take a glass and rim it, and then pour your ice in. I don't like too much. I hate when bars give me too much ice. It's just, don't fill it up so much. I have to have room to put my straw in and whatnot. All right. Sorry, there's a lot going on around here. Okay, so let me push my main ingredients out of the way, and we will talk garnish. So right here, you have your pepper jacks, which are baby peppadews. I have some cocktail onions. Very cute, if people like that. I have some pickle slices. I have a lemon wedge because you can't have Bloody Mary without a lemon wedge. And I have regular pepper dews, which people might have more access to than the pepper jacks. See the size difference, okay? And we also have our celery. What I had wanted to try prior to coming on was dipping this in a little bit of lime juice or corn syrup and then putting sprinkles on it for the holidays. But let's not get crazy. We are going to take our skewer, or you can use a toothpick if I could find them. See? All right. And we are going to first do lemon. Then oh shoot, you can use olives too. They were in a jar all locked up, so I couldn't do that. Or else I wouldn't have been on time. So if this doesn't look Christmassy, I just don't know what does. It's like a little tree with a star at the top. Other choices, of course, are cold pickled shrimp, cheese, and you could literally cut like a white sharp cheddar into a star, or if you have cookie cutouts, make it a little star, put that on. That would also be adorable. So, Am I gonna put it in there or am I just gonna put it in? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. That's gonna be great. All right, I think we're all falling asleep here. So now, you're gonna take your base and pour it in. Ooh, look at that. We are gonna be so healthy. And then 2 ounces, not more, not less. Where is my shot glass? Oh, isn't that funny? Everything's so green I can't see. So 1, 2. Now, you can use another glass. And this is called a roll instead of a shake. A roll instead of a shake. So you don't shake it in a cocktail shaker because you don't want it to be too diluted. You don't want to dilute all of that. All right, another thing I have to put away. Now, one more thing we're going to talk about is to make it a real Bloody Mary. Now, this is more or less, oh my God, it's delicious. That is wonderful. The lime on the rim is absolutely just bursting. And the chili powder gives it a little kick. The tomatillos and the cucumber and cilantro, the measurements I did were perfect. So I'll be sure to include that right now. The only thing I want to talk about is when we do Bloody Marys, we add Worcestershire, hot sauce, and horseradish. I'm sure most of you do as well. This is just basically a Christmas Bloody, so maybe everybody doesn't want that harsh, full, soupy texture, but I'm going to try it because I have it. And I love horseradish. I'm Polish. I love my horseradish. So 1 teaspoon of horseradish. And now I wouldn't use red hot sauce unless you want to drizzle it on top and make it like a red and green thing. But I'm going to use green hot sauce. And this one is pica masa. It's actually from Guadeloupe. And it's really their national hot sauce. And it looks so cute in the glass, but we're not going to see it in a second. And then 1/2 teaspoon of Worcestershire. So, yes, it seems like it's a lot of work, but actually, if you did the tomatillos and the cucumber and the jalapeno pepper and the cilantro 2 days ahead, you would have all of that mess cleaned up and you'd be ready to get to this point. You could, of course, add all of this and let it sit for 2 days, but it's nice to customize it for your guests because not everybody likes hot sauce in their drink. Not everybody likes horseradish. I don't know how you cannot like horseradish. Gonna add a little bit more ice. That's why I don't like filling it up. The ice melts. And look at this. Ooh, baby. Look at that. That is, I don't know what else is a better day drinking option for Christmas. So let's get, unless I put some sparkles on there. All right, look at that, guys. That's fabulous. It tastes fabulous. It looks fabulous. You'll be the only kid on your block with it, most likely. I love peppadews. I love pepper jacks. It's just the most darling Christmas. I'm calling it a Merry Christmas. So, cheers to Sunday brunch. Cheers to Christmas being in a couple of days. A little bit nervous about that myself. Don't have anything ready, but I will have nice drinks for everyone. So I hope that's enough for them. Plus, it's like a detox in class. So enjoy. Cheers.